Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Slipstream. We are in the upper bracket. We have travelled the entire European region to find the best of the best. And the upper bracket is meant to provide that. We have seen plenty of interesting, intriguing factors, and we've also swapped out Solar for an Englishman in the form of Mikey. Can he live up to the hype? Can he live to the billing? And can he give us the fabulous prediction, the breakdown to these fabulous players on the pitch tonight?
Live up to the hype? Not so sure that's a Solar difficult act to follow, but we got one hell of a series. Cast Digital Dynasty earlier tonight. You've got Mr. Messi, Theo, and Thermic, I think, is subbing in for Sad Green. And then on the Penguins, Sniffers, you've got Camo, TRG, and Hayes, or Will. I'm not too sure which ones them guys are using. But I think this is going to be an insane series. And not going to lie, it's a pleasure to actually be able to cast with you, because I've watched you cast a few times now. I've never actually managed to sort of jump on a cast with you, so it's a pleasure to cast with you, sir. But I think Digital Dynasty, I think they've got all the momentum in the world, and I think that they've got the ability to take this one.
Well, it sounds quite good, and when the ability and the pleasure, also the money will talk. 300 euros Godalions have been put up. 200 guaranteed for the winner, 100 euros for the runner-up too. So top three, if they get into this position, that's guaranteed, but not a prize pool for that. A win will, however, on the other hand, and Mikey, we sort of maybe alluded to the predictions. We've alluded to who's on the field, and our chat has not got involved, so why not get a few predictions? But shall I release the players and have this upper final actually begin?
Absolutely. Let's get this underway. I'm excited. I think Digital Dynasty have got a lot to show. I think Penguin Sniffers, one hell of a team. So this will be an insane series to cast, and insane players as long as the servers decide to play ball for us. Get underway with the kickoff fairly quickly there. Again, Theo going up for it. Theo sending it downfield. The demo comes in from Mr. Messi on Hayes, but sent downfield again by TRG. Callio is there to catch it though, and Theo with the save on his shot. He gets it past one. Is he able to get it past? Nope, he's not, because they pinch it into the middle. Going to bounce off the backboard here, but unable to do anything but get rid of it for the time being. Callio sends it down to Thermic. Thermic is going to be patient with it, but Mr. Messi with the demo on Callio, and Hayes sending it downfield once again. Hayes winning that 50 on the corner, unable to do anything with it. Hitting air 50 right there. Again, a little struggle in the corner. Very back and forth action thus far in this game. Do you think it's favouring anybody so far?
I think with the madness, the Penguin Sniffers have quite clearly shown against some esports it shouldn't be a problematic for them. Both of them had scrappy upper matches. However, that's the ifs and now. It's actually in the middle of the heat of the battle, and the opening minutes usually to test your opposition. We haven't even seen a shot going close to the net here, so no for that question. It's just a question of when and now, and Mr. Ego has been beaten on that one.
Yeah, great little play there. Just bounces off Messi's car, goes up, and Hayes just sending it downfield. The rotation a little bit off. Unfortunate for Thermic, not able to get back in time. Slotted home by Hayes, and Penguin Sniffers, that is what they wanted. They wanted that lead fairly early on in this best of 7 series. So again, Thermic getting the touch, sending it into the middle, but unable to do anything with it. The clearance is on the ball, pretty loose at the minute. Touch from Thermic, sends it downfield to Messi. Messi keeps hold of it. Callio steals it from him, just maintaining possession, being slow and methodical. Gets the flip reset. He gets another one. Is he able to get it in? No, he's not, because Thermic in the perfect place, able to get rid of it for the time being. Mr. Messi sending it downfield with the save to Theo. Theo gets intercepted by Hayes, though, unable to do anything with it. It's going to bounce off the backboard with Thermic attached to it for now. Callio tries to challenge it, unable to do anything with it. 3 minutes left on the clock, and Digital Dynasty, they're going to need to wake up maybe a little bit to take anything from this first game.
Only one goal is a huge ask, and hopefully they can get it. But with you have that save, Callio will just be happy to see that one go wide. Good boost, good a positional to at least follow up. And we've seen slightly, to an extent, in our matches on the mainstream. The follow-up from the second man, non-existent. The third one dropped far too deep, and this is the same problem time and time again. But Callio once more brings it to safety.
Sent downfield once again. The demo comes in from Callio on Theo and Mr. Messi on TRG. Thermic's going to come off the backboard. He's going to get the flip reset, unable to get it. He gets it past one. His teammate's there to follow it up. The follow-up comes in again. It's saved by Hayes, who just bounces it against the crossbar to get it out once again. Thermic comes in for the demo on Callio for the time being. Sent downfield. Mr. Messi is there to block it once again. Callio is going to go for the air dribble now. Very mechanical layer right there. Hayes sending it downfield into the Digital Dynasty area. TRG sending it into the area itself. It's just coming out of their half. Callio getting the touch on it. 1 minute 42 on the clock. The pressure is on, but either one of these teams can still take this game. Only a 1-goal deficit at this point.
Thermic has been moving across here. You somewhat suggesting maybe the possibility of how those goals could be coming in through this man. Yet to show what really his positional has been lackluster there. You can see by already how he's been taking his ball 100 boost, and the yardage gain very little, and you can just hope in their cases they can connect onto the passes. Good little delay control in the demo. Worst decision possible. Forces your opposition to either drop back or the attack with the second man. Works out perfect for them.
Absolutely coming back into the area. Callio gets a touch on it. He gets another Thermic, able to make that save, pinching it against that post a little bit, then getting rid of it for the time being. The counter-attack is on, unable to do anything. Sent back into the middle. Thermic is there. Not Thermic, sorry, Theo. Theo gets the touch. Callio with the save. Again, coming backfield. Thermic's gonna get a touch. Not a very powerful touch at all. Running out of boost, unable to do anything with it. Mr. Messi gonna try and get it. The double commit was real there, though. Sent back into the middle. 30 seconds left, and if Penguin Sniffers want to take this, they need to be very, very defensive at this point. 20 seconds to go. Coming back into the area once again. Mr. Messi getting a touch. Thermic taking it out of the area for the time being. 10 seconds on the clock. Coming back downfield once again. Thermic feathering his boost well, but Callio going up and feathering his boost even better. Getting another flip reset there. Messi bouncing it against the wall. TRG keeps it up for now. It's still being kept up. Again, is it going to hit the ground? There we go. And Penguin Sniffers, they're going to take game 1 by 1-0.
Just simply, as you said, they had to play defense, and for an extent, Callio suggesting otherwise with a bit of offense, really just keeping the line high and just forcing Digital Dynasty somewhat scratching the end of the barrel in game 1 to feign the attack, to feign some kind of inspiration. At most, what you saw there by Thermic was trying to control the game by himself. Not going to happen, not at this level. It's meant to be the champion division. Bit of solo play, yes, but the team aspect is a huge key bit. And when you see Domino Esports, we've seen them when they were at their best, was with the team play. It's from the heavy favourites going into it. They're waiting to see who's going to be the loser this match to beat them. That's, of course, their ideal plan. But Penguin Sniffers, perfect start, 1-0.
Yeah, perfect start for Penguin Sniffers. And maybe a slight little bit of an upset because Digital Dynasty, we all know their ability. And they can definitely going to be looking to come back with a vengeance going into game 2 on Urban Central. Still anybody's game at this point, but Penguin Sniffers leading this series in the Champions Division playoffs by 1-0.
Hopefully they'll be able to extend it. That's what they would like to do in game 2. We still heard the opening goal dictated the tempo, the theme of the series as well. It's just a case of kind of continuing when you have some ability, and Callio's quite underrated within most of the community. Don't get me wrong, I've seen this Dynasty side a long time ago in Rocket Kingdoms tournaments when it was part of the Rising Star Cup, so that's dating back about 6 months to a year near enough.
A lot of history to some of these teams in ECC at this point. Mr. Messi going for it again, gets the demo on Hayes. Thermic, he's going to go for it. He's going to get the touch. He is able to get the clear. One boost to his name, not able to do anything specific. Theo is there, though, to send it into the middle, but there's no teammate there to get the follow-up. Calio able to get rid of it for the time being, but Mr. Messi comes in once again. Bounces off the backboard. The pinch is there once again, unable to do anything with it. Calio is going to go for this now. Lost control coming off of that wall, though, unfortunate for him. A little bit slow, methodical, patient play at the moment. 1 minute into this game, but it seems, you know, Digital Dynasty, they seem to have woken up a little bit more in this game.
Well, you could say that to an extent. You can only be better by actually scoring in a sense of it, because they forgot how to do that. They've been on the attack, and yes, that's impressive. You look at it, sloppiness will stop in Domino Esports. They keep using it as the factor. Almost were sleeping in their final third, let balls in for no good reason. Small margin, of course, the first one. Just seeing Kaleo. Simple, easy, swift little clearance here. And again, all that hard work was wiped away. They actually need to get the goal here before we're going to start them and praise them on a pedestal.
Yeah, coming straight back down. Mr. Messi catching that very well. Is he able to get it past one? No, he is not. TRG gets it past him, though. Mr. Messi still, he does get it past the defender, but unable to do anything with it as the defense is just too strong at that time. Hey, sending it into the middle. Theo gets a touch. Is he able to get a second? No, he's not. It's past one, though. Calio with the touch. Thermic's going to send it straight back into the middle, though. TRG going for it as well. Hayes able to make the clearance. Going downfield once again, coming off the wall. Is Theo able to connect with it? But TRG and Penguin Sniffer on the attack once again. Incoming the counter-attack now as Thermic looks like he wanted to go for it, maybe out of boost at that time. Mr. Messi getting a touch there. 2 minutes 30, and this game is definitely still up for grabs.
Well, speaking about grab, Calio there was just sitting there between boost and sort of position, thankfully. Picking the wiser of the two decision. When you're third man, you've got to have your awareness, got to have the sort of the confidence to know where the play is going to come. And speaking about position, Calio, not the ideal setting, but what I love about this play is it's the siege. It's effectively keeping the pressure within one corner, trying to shuffle them around. The only issue is they haven't actually got the job finished.
Absolutely. If you keep, I say it all the time, if you keep knocking down that wall, eventually, if you keep punching that wall, eventually it will fall down. And that is what we're sort of seeing when it gets stuck in that corner. The shot comes in off the ceiling, unable to do anything with it, though. Calio getting another shot, and that will be the goal that Penguin Sniffers really wanted, and they are on their way to a 2-0 lead in this series.
Worst thing is that was a catalogue errors by both sides, even though Penguin Sniffers got the goal. If the first touch didn't come around, it would have been banging. Calio didn't need to do sort of twister to get that ball in. Had to contort every angle to get it in the defence. However, should have done much better. That wall has been truly broken. Now it's just a case of TRG looking to penetrate it the second time.
So straight back in now. Calio catching it, hopefully going for the second touch, unable to do so. The clearance is there. Theo catching that with multiple touches, but taking too much time and unable to capitalize on it. Again, sent back downfield. The demo comes in from Messi on Calio, bounces off the corner, and Theo is there to get rid of it for the time being. TRG sending it downfield, but once again, the counter attack is on, being sent into the area. Calio getting a block fairly easily, getting that save. The clearance is there, but straight back into that area. The pressure is on. TRG looked like he was going for a little touch there, but nothing productive coming from it. Calio coming off that backboard to just get rid of it for the time being. 38 seconds on the clock. Can you really see Digital Dynasty converting some opportunities into some goals, maybe?
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Straight up, no. He's just been dismissed by Danny Boy there. It's sent back downfield. 19 seconds on the clock. The demo comes in from Hayes on Mr. Messi. Again, it's bouncing off the backboard, sent into the area, but unable to do anything with it. Theo bouncing it off the corner, sent straight back downfield. The net, that was very awkward, very messy from Thermic, unable to make the save, and Calio slots it home for 2-0.
Well, sometimes if you're going to try to win a tournament of any shape or form, you've got to score, but usually I talk about the defense, and usually I'm annoyed. Diabolical is the word. Dynasty there sort of what praise themselves to an extent of royalties, or looking to be praised as a king at the moment. I think they need to be abdicated from the throne here, as frankly the Penguin Sniffers are the true king of the Amnos field at this moment.
Yeah, great game coming from Penguin Sniffers there. You know, I think the one thing that Digital Dynasty is struggling with, they're just struggling to get the opportunities, because it's not even a sort of case of like, what I thought from that was that it's not sort of accuracy that's the issue, it's getting through that defense and getting to them opportunities. You know, in that game, they only had, 4 shots compared to Penguin Sniffers 7. And when you're not converting any of them shots into goals, you need to be getting more and more shots. Unfortunately, they just weren't able to do that in that scenario.
Well, you can also, to some extent, balance in terms of how many saves were required too. Yes, there was 3. How the game counted, you can maybe have an argumentative point of, does it really count, does it not? The fact that they're not able to build from the defense at all, they've been stuck constantly there. Their save counter has been going up and up and up. And frankly, the stats at the end of the season will be probably quite decent in that sense, and maybe they get a card for their ability in the defensive zone. It's a shame it's not good enough here and now in the upper final in game number 3, has literally started with a bang.
As TRG coming straight in, not even 10 seconds gone with the shot, and the save needed to be made. The clearance comes in from Mr. Messi, but TRG is there to catch it off that wall. The shot comes in from Mr. Messi, but unable to do anything with it. Calio is there to get rid of it for the time being. Hayes is going to take it now, but unable to do anything specific with it. TRG as well, a little bit messy there from Thermic, not able to do anything either. And again, just a little bit messy. Coming straight back in again. Mr. Messi is going to take it again, no pun intended there. Calio catching that fairly well with a great save. Mr. Messi doing a backflip to kind of send it to the other side of the field. But again, it's just trying to get it downfield that seems to be the struggle for these teams.
Well, how many times do you want to be in the same situation, because it's repeating itself? It's sort of case in point here. It's the definition of madness and insanity. It's just keep doing repetition, hoping for the same outcome. At one point, they have to give here the crossbar. Well, it's nice to see Thermic actually waking alive to get the save this time.
Thermic showing that he can do something in defense. But yeah, they definitely need to switch it up, maybe get some demos in there, switch up their style of play a little bit, and maybe they'll be able to break through. But for now, speaking of a demo, in comes Mr. Messi with a demo on Calio. Hayes goes for the clearance, but didn't look like he touched it, to be fair. Mr. Messi getting the little pinch. Hayes doing a backflip. Calio sending it downfield once again. Theo able to come off the back wall to catch it for now. A great shot comes in from Hayes, but Thermic is in the right place at the right time to stop it. TRG with the block, he's going to go for it, he's going to get the air dribble. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? No, he's not, because Thermic is there to get another block. Theo sending it downfield. 3 minutes on the clock as a demo comes in from Theo on TRG. Mr. Messi with a shot, and Calio making that save. What do you have to do? You've got to do something to break this defense and get that all-important goal.
So what of a situation to be at, what you can do is to simply demo, which is where the easiest solution, or a bit of creativity. We haven't seen much passing, and I normally don't like being heavily critical. Sorry, I love being heavily critical. Thermic! This is not Division 2 or 4. One big clear down the field. It's fabulous. Passing to your oppositions, how you lose games, and frankly, do you deserve to be here? And the answer would also be no to that.
Straight savageness, as always, from you. Coming straight back in with a bang. Thermic having not the best game as Hayes is going to try and send it. Theo is there to take over as he just misses completely. And Calio with the yeet downfield. TRG just catching that with a bicycle kick to prop it up for the time being, but Mr. Messi there to intercept. Calio is going to go for it once again. He's going to try and bounce it off the roof and on the backboard, but Theo with the touch once again. I'm not too sure what Mr. Messi was going for there, but it did not really work for him. Theo again going for a touch, but unable to do anything. Thermic, another little bit of messy defense from him, And Thermic proving to be the weak link for Digital Dynasty in this game.
I think Thermic might need to rename himself to Atomic and to an Atomic Nightmare at the moment. Frankly, has exploded and imploded at the same time defensively. And frankly, cannot at this level make that amount of mistakes. You cannot be allowed to it. And frankly, if I was his teammate, I'd be sitting there screaming at him, for the love of goodness, send the ball to the corner because you cannot get it wide.
Unable to do anything with it once again, and Kalio's going to come in. He's going to go for the shot, slots it home. Penguin Sniffers, they're 3-0 up in this game, and at this rate, they're looking to be 3-0 up in the series after this.
Well, it's nice to know it's a team effort there of how easily to be, to be this defensively inept. It must be genetic. Dynasty should be much more better. This is a simple come, I've got it, move it down, move across here. Thermic on the other hand, I didn't know it was a 4v2.
Yes, it's coming straight back in, coming off the backboard. Is Thermic with the pass to Mr. Messi. Again, TRG stealing that possession though. Theo getting a little bit of a touch, but just passing it to Kalio. Kalio gets it past Thermic with absolute ease. Gets it past Theo as well, but teammates a little bit slow to capitalize and do anything about it, just letting the defense take it, but again, still unable to get rid of it, so it's working for them for now. Hayes getting another touch, sending it into the center. 50 seconds on the clock. The shot comes in. That's got to be it for Penguin Sniffers at this point. There's no coming back from this.
It was over at 5 minutes, funny enough, if you're interested, but that's my opinion, because quite literally, Thermic was sitting at the middle of the box like Mr. Monopoly when he's been formed with bankruptcy, the two pockets fully left open. He's been robbed.
After this, Thermic is going to need a get-out-of-jail-free card with the amount of mistakes he's been making this game. As Kalio again trying to send it to Mr. Messi. Mr. Messi with a touch, unable to do anything with it though as it hits that dreaded woodwork, that crossbar once again. Mr. Messi trying to dribble it and just keep it there for the time being, but nobody's there to take over and support. Send it straight back downfield, but there is a little bit of attack now coming in from Thermic and Digital Dynasty. Sent back downfield again though, the counter attack straight back on, and the pressure once again is on. TRG gets yeeted by Thermic. Hayes is there once again to get the touch. TRG is going to go for the shot, bounces it off the backboard to get rid of it. 7 seconds on the clock. 4-0 is the scoreline, and that is pretty much gonna be it unless somebody can do anything, and no they can't. Penguin Sniffers 3-0 up in the series.
That must be the motto of sort of the Digital Dynasty Discord. No, we can't.
Unable to do anything. But if you're Digital Dynasty now, you know, you're 3-0 down in the series.
Uninstall.
Uninstall. But you've got to go for that reverse sweep. You've got to stay positive. What is it that they need to do? What is the specific thing? Just have a mental reset? Everything.
Look, I'm retired here and I'm thinking I could take my chances at the moment. I haven't played a competitive game since 2017.
And yet you're still better than Solar and Mockfish.
I'll leave Solar now, he's Scottish.
That's punishment enough, to be fair. So we're going to get into game number 4. Penguin Sniffers 3-0 up in this series against Digital Dynasty in the winners bracket final. Absolute insanity. And hopefully Thermic and Digital Dynasty can do something a little bit better this game to be able to just take over and do something. Straight back in, sent into the centers. Thermic with the clearance once again. Kalio there to stop it though. Again, a little pinch comes in from that wall. Again, just sent out and a little game of ping pong at the moment. Thermic sending it into the middle. Hayes with the clearance sends it, but Mr. Messi is able to catch it, and Theo unable to do anything with it. TRG with the shot, and yet again a mistake from Digital Dynasty results in another goal for Penguin Sniffers.
I bet you right now Kalio just said Thermic's in net to target. Just shoot anywhere near on net. Not a chance he's going to be saving that. They're far too much exposed. And do you know what? It wasn't realistically his fault. When you have your two teammates committing into the same ball, realistically without blocking the angle, you're going to be scored on. That tight, that close to the net has to be better here. And I love how you said it. It's the championship division upper bracket. Is it really? Or am I being deceived? They've scored! They've scored!
Hallelujah! They have actually slotted it
Stop
into
the count!
the net.
Stop the count! Call it a draw!
Call it a draw? Don't think that's how it works, but they finally slotted it home. And Digital Dynasty, they're going to need to be calling fraud after this. It's again sent downfield, coming off the wall, sent yet again into the area. TRG trying to do something with zero boost, but nobody's challenging it. Interestingly enough, the challenge eventually comes in. And again, the clearance is there from Calio. Thermic goes up to send it into Theo, but they're unable to do anything at the moment. The save comes in from TRG from a fairly weak attempt in the goal. 3 minutes on the clock. Thermic with a very awkward random touch. And it's almost like their attack just has no structure.
You could not say no attempt and I would have believed you. Same way that was no attempt of a defence. Oh my, you simply sit there, you pass it middle, you got 2 in the back there, Mr. Messi putting himself in the wrong bit, Thermic sitting there getting a suntan. At some point here, one of them's got to wake up and it's a match.
In once again for the kickoff, and Digital Dynasty, it's all going wrong. Digital Dynasty definitely have a virus in their software at this point, and they need to clean it out. He's sending it into the middle. The shot comes in, unable to do anything with it. The counter-attack is on. Can they capitalize? It's hit the post. The shot comes in. The save is there, but at least they got a shot. We've got to give them some credit.
I love how you're sitting there giving them credit. You talk about the virus. The virus is such disgust that they've handed out penicillin to them, sort of going, I'm not even touching this.
They need vaccine of that virus, and quickly, please, and thanks. Stiachi catching it once again, coming off the wall. Calio sending it to the middle, and just gets rid of it for now. Come back in into the Digital Dynasty area, and they're just being slow and methodical now, but again, nothing comes from it. It just gets sent straight back in to the area, and that was almost as much as a fail as Donald Trump's election this year. It was again sent downfield. Thermic catching it. He's going to get the flip reset, but can't convert it into... Like, it's just not really intent, is it, really?
Well, strictly speaking, the election isn't over yet because it hasn't been confirmed on, I believe, the 2nd of January. So it's still technically active, the same way this series is still interesting. Or, you know, vaguely close because it's 2-1 and you never know, there's a comeback. Everybody still believes if we, you know, say it in chat and, you know, close our eyes and not think there's a match happening.
It will be in all of our dreams. We will be dreaming for the comeback for Digital Dynasty.
All of us, really?
The shot is off. Are they able to capitalize? No, they're not, because Theo can't do anything with it. The bump comes in, though. He gets rid of one. Thermic tries to send it to the middle. Is he able to? No, he's not, because Calio's going to be there to clear it. 1 minute 23 on the clock. And this is vital. TRG slots it home, and that's got to be it for this series at this point.
It was over before the first kickoff. We didn't know it was going to be this bad.
Should we just order them a coffin at this point?
I'll happily make one themselves. I'm a chemist, but I've got nothing to do.
You might need to write them a prescription, because they are having some issues. To come straight back into the area. Calio with the clear for now. Coming back in once again, but the weakest of touches just isn't capitalizing on anything. Hayes again getting a bump, sending it down field, but nothing is going on. Again, Theo sending it into the middle with a shot for Hayes with a great save coming off the backboard, and I thought that could have been a real opportunity for them to actually get another goal.
Well, to be fair, to credit to them, as you said, it is a chance and you have to hope for shots here. I love how somebody in chat said the series score isn't right. No, it is corrected. It's still 3-0. It will be 4-0 in 40-odd seconds, and I don't know if they restart the game, it still would have been 3-0.
It's the saddest thing is that this is the winners bracket final, and we could see a repeat of this game at some point tomorrow, as the shot comes in 4-1, which that just. Yeah, the Penguin Sniffers, they ain't going to be extinct anytime soon. Digital Dynasty, it's all falling apart.
Well, just like the British Empire, they've given it up completely, and you know what? They did rule the world at one point, so bit unfortunate for them, but 20 seconds. Brazil, 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 come on.
We're all rooting for it at this point. 9 seconds on the clock coming downfield. Messi goes for a shot. They've got to go!
Say it again, because I don't think you believe that.
They gotta go! 4-2! The comeback is on. 6 seconds on the clock. I have faith. I have faith in the boys.
I don't.
6 seconds into the kickoff once again. Callio sending it downfield. Hayes unable to do anything with it. TRG getting the touch. He's going to bounce it against the corner. Coming back off that corner now. Is it going to hit the ground? No, it's not, because Thermic's going to keep it up for now. Thermic he's still keeping it up. He is keeping that up for dear life. And then that is it. Game, set, and match. Penguin Sniffers take the series and move on to that grand final.
Shall I tell him it's a best of 9 so we get at least one more game? Because I'm enjoying this.
You might be enjoying it, but Digital Dynasty are definitely not enjoying that.
Well, I hope they don't have, an ego or confidence or belief that we're the best teams coming in tonight, because after that performance, I thought it was a Div 4 team.
Div 4 a few weeks ago, but we could be mistaken. Digital Dynasty might need to go and hang out over there for a little bit.
Hang out? I think you should just automatically demote them to it. At what point did we see a pass? At what point did we sit there and see a forward sort of line going? What point did we see the boost position? This is meant to be the champion of the division. I'm going to treat them as a top team. They haven't shown any of it. Digital Dynasty is almost as analog as the sort of ancient beast they're from. And you know what? The 2015 player base could have happily beat them tonight.
I think we need to get all of the all the teams together, and we should just vote, because Digital Dynasty, they were definitely sus in that series. And Penguin Sniffers, they are going to move on to that all-important grand final. And just take a minute to look at that bracket. Digital Dynasty dropping down to the losers final tomorrow. First game tomorrow will be the losers round 3, which is Crossfade versus Domino Esport, which will be a great series. Domino Esport, probably the strong favourites there. The winner of that game will take on Digital Dynasty, and then the winner of that game takes on Penguin Sniffers in the finals. And I just pray and hope that it is not a rematch of this winner final in tomorrow's grand final.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if they, tweet out here. I mean, Swishing Muffin got a bit of hatred for the 3-1, should have been 3-0. I think they'd be confident enough to say it's 4-0 instantly before the ball has been touched. Hopefully, that isn't the case. Hopefully, they come back and improve, but shambolic, disgraceful, diabolical, pick your pick. I mean, it's almost like a thesaurus with a dartboard at the moment. Whatever lands, that's your word for the day. But that's day 1 complete, Mickey, and hopefully day 2 will be much, much more better. But sadly, I won't be there to commentate over it.
Fine, that's a shame. Can we just cancel whatever you're doing? I will phone whoever you are hanging out with, and I will come at them. I will attack them, because we need you more often, please and thanks. Because I'm not going to lie, this was an absolute blast. And as much as, I don't mean to hate, but come on, Solar's casting twice tomorrow. Oh, I don't have much faith in that one. But it has been a pleasure to have you, and it has been amazing to cast with you, sir. It's going to be an epic day tomorrow, and a huge shout out to Godalions as well for sponsoring ECC7 and providing that €300 prize pool for the Champions Division and that €50 prize pool for Division 1. But that is going to be it from us tonight on the Champions Division playoff stream, and we'll be back tomorrow. It's been absolutely amazing to cast with you, sir. Thank you for taking the time out to come and hang out with us and cast with us and hate on Solar some more. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure being here with you, and of course the staff here at Slipstream Faded, of course our fabulous broadcaster tonight, Anthony, for asking me to do so. But as you said, day 2 tomorrow. If you have enjoyed it, Discord down below, Twitter as well. The caster link is there. Make sure you drop Maggie, Solar, and Krolix, who have been on the mainstream, and of course the fellow B, C, and D. They've all been out tonight. But from us, we'll see you tomorrow.